Hello, Aries. Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are you? Thank you for joining me for the Tarot Scopes for May 2021. This is for your sun sign, your rising sign, or if your moon is in Aries, this might be relevant for you. It's a general reading though, so if it does resonate, please claim it. If it doesn't, move on, come back to it mid-month or in a week's time. Whenever you listen to this reading will be the right time for you, Aries. All right, let's see what we're going to get for you for May. I'm using my Revealing Light Oracle, which is my own deck, and then I'm going to be drilling down a little bit with the Mystical Moments Tarot. All right, Aries, what's coming up for Aries this month? What's coming up for Aries? Aries this month. I feel there's movement here. I don't know why, but I feel a speed in something. Almost as if you're on, for those that may not be travelling, there will be a trip that you will take. It might be unexpected. There could be a need to go somewhere and do something that you're not expecting to do, but there's movement. There's movement for you. For others, this could be pre-planned, but I don't think so. I think it's a surprise trip that you'll be taking. All right, Aries, for some Arians. Show me what's coming up. What are the main messages for Aries in the month of May? Aries, May, please. So we have observing, resetting fixed beliefs and moving forward. This can sometimes be, we've got a whole, Pluto is still sitting in, I think it's in Capricorn in the first house, or was at the end of April. And we've got, Chiron in Aries has been for a little while now. We've had to embrace questions around our identity and our feelings again of self-worth and what we deserve as individuals. There's something here with the moon in Scorpio. There's something at the end of April and its effects moving into May. There is something here that you need to bring up from the depths and to the surface. And it could be something that you're particularly being stubborn about, because this is really about resetting those fixed beliefs, and Aries is about the identity. It is about the self. Aries rules the first house in astrology, which is the house of the self. So there's something, a belief, an old pattern that you're hanging on to, that is actually you're being called upon to look at that and have a reset around it. The reason that, we can get stubborn with things is because of something that may have occurred in our childhood, something that, it's associated with our base chakra, our trust in the world. Somebody let us down. But there's something here that you need to not be so rigid about and let it go. And you can step back, and I think this came up in one of the other readings, when we're really closely involved in something, an issue or a problem, we kind of, that's when the fear or the resentment or even the anger can start to sort of come into things. But when we step back, we lose that fear. Someone said that to me today, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So it's gaining a sense of a perspective, and the other aspect of this card is observation. So you can only do that when you step back and you gain a perspective, a new perspective on something. And I think that's what's going to happen in May for you. Now we've got meditate. We've got observing your own thoughts and letting negativity flow away and feel your energetic vibration rise. I guess one of the messages that takes us so long to get is that holding on to negativity only harms ourselves. Even if we're harming if we've been wronged by another person, just holding on to that negativity, it's not good for us. So there's something, meditation is observation. It is stepping back and seeing a larger picture, allowing our higher self to come forward. I feel this is what these cards are asking you to do, Aries. And we've got willpower. And this is a Uranus energy. Right use of will leads to prosperity. Equally, stubbornness stops progress. So do the reset and you will shift a barrier that has been impeding your progress. Now, as I said, this is a general message. It's not for all Arians, but for some. If this resonates with you, please do take it. If it doesn't, that's fine. We'll see what else comes up in the reading. Empathy. When we allow our compassion to inspire us, everything is possible. This is coming from the heart, allowing the heart to communicate. Cancer rules the fourth house of home, of family, of our security. This is communicating from the heart, not the head. If you do that, you will shift something that has been holding you back for a while now, Aries. Okay, perspective. Oh, I love it. Put your focus on your inner reality to avoid living in someone else's. When we step back, and gain perspective, we start to focus back in on ourselves. Because when we do that, nothing can threaten us, can it? So there are important messages here for you, Aries, around resetting something that has been fixed, and letting go of some negativity that has to do with a situation that's in the past now. It's time to move on from it. All right, let's have a look at the mystical moments, Aries, and see what that we have here for you. Show me what's coming up for Aries. Aries in the month of May. Show me what is coming up for Aries. Please, Aries in the month of May. Show me, Aries, the issues, the challenges, the opportunities, messages from Spirit. Show me what's coming up for Aries in the month of May. Okay, so we have the Hierophant stepping up into your higher self. You can see that this person has climbed the trees and the owl is there. Again, the Hierophant has the perspective. It has the bigger picture. And of course, there's wisdom that comes through that as well. Let yourself be divinely guided, please, in this situation. So we've got the Star. There is healing there. There is healing coming through in this situation. Two very powerful cards, two very healing cards coming forward for Aries. And we have the Emperor. You've come out in your own reading. How are you going to take control? How are you going to be in the driver's seat of your own life? How are you going to help others if that is your mission? It is by taking the higher view and resetting those fixed beliefs. Beautiful healing energies coming through these cards in a situation that may have been quite toxic, I feel. And we have the Three of Wands. This can be the travel. You may make the decision to travel. You may make it quickly and you may make it unexpectedly, because that's what I'm seeing. The Three of Wands, this can be foreign as well, foreign travel. I know that sounds out of the question, but I feel that's what's coming up for you. Let's see what else is there. The Three of Pentacles, coming together, working well with others, for those that are in the workplace, for those that are, families. This can represent coming together, building something. We have the Seven of Wands. What is healing? This is underneath the Star card. It's this feeling like you have to defend yourself all the time. So you're seeing something from someone else's point of view, and straight away that takes the need away from self-defense and puts the control back with you. The Nine of Pentacles, freedom. For other Aries, there could be something financial that occurs that brings in, Sometimes this can be a windfall. This is having everything that you need, the financial resources that you need. This can also be luxury there as well. So we have the Nine of Pentacles underneath the Emperor. So I feel also you need to give yourself a pat on the back for your hard work. You've put yourself into this position, Aries. If you're not in this position, look for something to come. This could be where the travel comes in, the unexpected trip. You could be offered something on the other side of the country, for example. And the Page of Wands looks like you are travelling. You are indeed, for some Arians that are taking a trip. The Page of Wands talks about movement forward. The Three of Wands can be, can represent some kind of horizon. Something coming over the horizon to you. Let's keep going. Well, just another few cards. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, leave that situation behind and move on. The Eight of Cups talks about leaving what you no longer need behind and moving toward that which is working for you. So I do see movement, whether it's actual movement or metaphorical movement. There is movement here. The Eight of Wands, something occurring unexpectedly and quickly. Again, it's just this vibe of travel for you, Aries, in May, and messages coming in and communications and movement. The Seven of Swords can be this. Here is that issue that you need to leave behind. The Seven of Wands can, Seven of Swords, can be, it can be deception, but it can also be self-deception. And it could be that, this sabotage, whether you felt you were sabotaged. This is the past. I don't dwell on it too much. This is what you're leaving behind. This is what you're leaving behind. And you're moving with a stronger sense of self. Now, to begin with, we got these two cards. And I think whatever changes for you, Aries, in the month of May, whatever you leave behind, whatever fixed belief you reset, allows you to move forward with a new sense of inner security, because you've moved into that, you've accessed that higher self. And it's healing. It brings forward healing. Here's the toxicity of the situation I'm talking about at the base of the pack, the Devil card. And here is the Moon, needing something to come to the surface. Something will come to the surface for you. And it's something that wounded you and made you step back. You're bringing forward in May, taking that bigger view, moving into that higher mind, and resetting some kind of fixed belief. We do that, of course, when we soften around the edges over a situation. It's actually going to not take away your control, Aries. It's actually going to give you control. So let's pull from the Celtic Oracle by Peter Dean. We just go through some pages, and where we feel we need to stop, we stop. So show me the message or the symbol, the Celtic symbol, that's applicable for Aries for the month of May. So you get the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life. We all know what the Tree of Life, in many cultures, the Tree of Life comes forward. So the original meaning for the Celts, though, the Celts worshipped trees. Being the guardians of the spirit world, they were receivers of great wisdom. The Tree of Life was one of the most important symbols for the Celts. Your Tree of Life Oracle. You shouldn't do anything that is against your nature. The reason why you can be so easily affected is your sensitivity, Aries. It's not something we think about with Aries, but Aries are fiery emotions. Something has got to spark the flame, and sometimes it can be that sensitivity. You have to guard it very carefully. Put some spiritual screens around you that only you can, that can only be penetrated if if you allow it. Your intuition is excellent. Trust it. Constantly work on following your inner voice. You are a very spiritual person. You can be completely in tune with the forces of the universe. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition this month, Aries. It will not lead you astray. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back again in June with some more messages. And we'll see. We'll see if some Arians took that unexpected trip in May. All right, bye for now.